Yes, if the I has form, then other forms are seen. If the I is formless, who experiences what? If we try to determine what it is, whatever the it is, there'll be no end. Conclusive knowledge, truly Vedanta, final knowledge, is found in the knowledge of oneself. Better than meditating upon an object is meditating upon the nature of the meditator. Bhagavan's instructions are sublime. They're perfect in their clarity, and they are all fulfilling. In any one passage, no matter how small the passage is, he shows both the reality and, out of compassion, the means to realize it as well. All that without deviating ever from the absolute, non-dual truth. And all of that is given within the shining context of His grace. It's amazing.
It's so profound, and as he was mentioning, it's so deep. I know that the sadhana is to make it steady and continuous. And pull myself back. And it needs intense amount of discrimination and dispassion. Another thing that Bhagavan was mentioning was you have to have no likes and dislikes, because if something's different things go on that which is continuous and non-changing, why are you bothering about all the different things that are going on? Just abide in what is the unchanging self.
Again, if one knows where the source of happiness is, likes and dislikes are naturally transcended. After all, your likes are all the places where you think happiness can be found. And your dislikes are all those things that you think are threatening to your happiness. But as existence does not come from another, happiness does not come from another. And as existence cannot cease to exist, likewise happiness can never be threatened.
Always the source of the identity of I. If the I is identified rightly, it's continuous, that I am the body, then I will have this like and this dislike, or this discomfort with the disease, or the happiness, or whatever else it is, a suffering. But when there is no
if there's an I, an embodiment, etc., there will be suffering. If there's no such misidentification, suffering becomes utterly impossible. Being is bliss, as was mentioned before. Can bliss suffer? There exists that in you which is already transcendent of all likes and dislikes. It is the real self. All that is necessary is to know it as it is. It's a knowledge of identity, not objective knowledge. So therefore, in your inquiry, do not treat the self as if it is distinct from yourself. Rather, by the inquiry, dissolve the very notion of yourself in that which is the self. Yes, it takes keen discrimination, continuous knowledge, and detachment from all that's unreal. But this is not beyond one's capacity. He said that what he realized was possible for all. That all includes you. If the discrimination were to be a thought process, it would be difficult or impossible to make it continuous. But that which discriminates, that is to say, true knowledge, is thought transcendent. That which can discern the distance or the difference between a thought and yourself is not a thought. So while on the one hand, speaking of continuous discrimination is indicative of intensity of sadhana, on the other hand is actually something quite natural. It's not natural to be ignorant. Indeed, you being knowledge itself, ignorance is completely unnatural for you, which is why you don't like it. So use the knowledge that is inherent in consciousness itself, and with your own light discriminate, always, what in truth you are. This does not require you to think about it. The thoughts about it are all right, but the discrimination itself, the actual inquiry, is quite beyond the level of thought. Inside you.